You're rushing through your morning routine, washing your face, or maybe shaving, when your fingers brush against something that wasn't there yesterday. A distinct, unexpected lump beneath the skin of your neck or jawline. Your mind immediately jumps to the worst-case scenario. But statistically, the overwhelming majority of these sudden swellings are simply your lymph nodes, tiny, bean-shaped filters, trapping viruses and bacteria. It is the physical proof that your immune system is working exactly as it should. Differentiating between a common infection and a more serious condition involves looking past the initial discovery and focusing on the specific physical signs the swelling presents. This graphic shows a clinical decision tree. Doctors use this framework to evaluate swelling. By asking 6 specific questions about the lump, you can rapidly narrow down the cause. First, is it painful or painless? And what does it feel like? A soft, rubbery node suggests one path, while a node that feels rock hard indicates another. Next, look at the context. Do you currently have a fever, a cold, or a sore throat? And crucially, what is the duration? You need to know exactly how many days the swelling has been present. Finally, evaluate the growth speed. Is it getting noticeably larger day by day? And the quantity. Are you feeling one isolated mass or a whole cluster of them? These 6 variables provide a structured way to observe your symptoms. Answering them turns a vague concern into a set of physical facts that you can clearly communicate to a healthcare provider. Let's run a common profile through the tree. Say the lump is soft, tender to the touch, and you've been fighting off a mild fever or sinus congestion. This pathway points toward reactive lymph nodes, or perhaps a localized infection, like a dental abscess. That tenderness you feel is the inflammatory response. The node is swollen because it's actively gorged with white blood cells, trapping and destroying the infection. Another distinct pathway emerges when the lump changes behavior based on physical movement. If the swelling flares up specifically when you eat, you are likely dealing with a blocked salivary gland. If the mass moves up and down when you swallow, it points toward a thyroid nodule rather than a lymph node. When swelling hurts, or when it fluctuates with mechanical actions like chewing, it usually means your body is actively managing a highly localized, solvable problem, rather than a silent, systemic threat. The logic shifts entirely when we look at lumps that do not hurt. Counterintuitively, the complete absence of pain is exactly why doctors give these masses a much closer look. Often, a painless lump is entirely benign. The classic example is a lipoma, a harmless overgrowth of fat cells. If you press on it, a lipoma feels soft, rubbery, and easily slides around beneath the skin. This diagram compares a distinct, moveable benign mass on the left with a malignant tumor on the right. Notice how the irregular mass is anchored tightly to the surrounding tissue layers. Dangerous anomalies, like lymphoma or oral cancer, produce masses that feel like this, hard as a rock, firmly fixed, impossible to wiggle. It creates a clinical paradox. Pain indicates your immune system is actively fighting an invader. A hard, painless mass, however, suggests a structural anomaly is quietly expanding without triggering your body's alarm bells. Because of that risk, there are specific combinations in our decision tree that dictate immediate medical intervention. These are the red flags. The first rule is textural. Any lump that feels hard, is locked firmly in place, and causes absolutely zero pain, requires an immediate doctor's visit. The second rule looks at the systemic context. If your swelling is accompanied by unexplained heavy night sweats or sudden weight loss, you need a professional evaluation. This timeline illustrates the absolute universal rule of duration. If any lump, no matter how soft, no matter how painless, persists or continues to grow for more than 3 full weeks, it crosses the boundary from observation to clinical action. If you hit any of these red flags, your at-home diagnostic phase is over. It is time to hand the data over to a professional. Fear of the results often keeps people out of waiting rooms for months. However, a clinical visit adds depth to your initial observations, utilizing professional expertise and specialized technology to find the exact cause. A doctor will likely start with an ultrasound. By transmitting sound waves through the skin, they can see the internal structure of the lump and map its blood flow, sorting out harmless fluid-filled cysts from solid tissue. If they need more data, they will order a biopsy. Using a fine needle, they extract a tiny sample of the mass. This provides definitive answers, by allowing a pathologist to examine the actual cellular makeup under a microscope. We have these highly precise tools for one very specific reason. Even the most severe differential diagnoses are highly treatable when they are caught and identified early. You don't have to wait for a lump to appear to protect yourself. You can proactively reduce your risk by maintaining prompt dental care, always finishing your full course of prescribed antibiotics, and ensuring you are updated on the HPV vaccine, which prevents several types of head and neck cancers. And if you only remember one piece of logic from this entire framework, make it the duration rule. Never ignore a physical swelling that lingers past 3 weeks. A swollen node typically serves as a signal that the immune system is actively engaged. Your responsibility is to monitor that signal, using this diagnostic logic to advocate for your own health and help others do the same.
When in doubt, get it checked out. You know your body best, and a quick doctor's visit brings instant peace of mind. Scared by a neck lump? You're not alone. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos that decode your body's signals. Comment below. What did yours turn out to be?